you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
11 coming.
Here's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a great priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, right?
Starting the drive with Algier.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second and 11. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Burrow on play action.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Now it's Mixon running right.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
11, mighty.
Burrow on third down. To Mixon on the check down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal.
Gun.
On second and goal. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown!
Joe Mixon.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punter to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets them 40. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal 1st.
11 Thomas.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1, ready? 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Come on, back.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is
And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
He'll look to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Evans has it left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Daxton Hill able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill, his 2nd sack of the night. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles,